Good afternoon, everybody. Uh, Last week, obviously, we started looking at Scratch, and this week we're going to continue. Now, today we did a bit of programming in class, and I'm hoping that you will take what we've done and continue working this. I'm going to attach a copy of the Scratch tutorial on there so that if you have lost the sheet, that you still have that. My goal for you this week is to have you go ahead and try to see if you can add a few extra things. Now, for instance, you'll notice that when you do the programming for the first car, where it looks like it's on a bumpy ride, can you take that code and use that with the second car as well that you're passing along on the road? See if you can make it also have a bumpy road. So try and add that in as well. Also, see what else you might be able to add to your background and just have a little bit of fun with it this week. Well, remember, we're going to first of all, we need to go into some sort of a web browser. So I'm going to just go into Microsoft Edge, and here I am at my Google tab. And I'm going to just go into my address bar right here, or I can go into the search bar right here. I'm going to type in Scratch Programming. And once I see that that's right here, I'm going to go ahead and click on there, Scratch, Imagine, Program, and Share. And here we are. Now at the moment, I am already signed in, I believe. Yes, I am up over here. Now remember, up over this area over here, if you're not signed in, you can create yourself a nice free account. Now, just going along some of the different tabs, obviously we've got our create, and that's where we're going to make our own programs. But should you ever decide, okay, I want to take a look at what some of the other things people have done, there's Minecraft on here, there's Tetris games, I've seen Mario, basketball games, lots of different things that people have made using Scratch. Now, the nice thing about that, if I go into, let's say if I look at Tetris here, and I think, ooh, I'd like to make something like Tetris, what I would want to do is I want to take a look at where it says up here, see inside. So if I see inside, now here are all the sprites over in this corner here, and it shows me everything that they've done to create that program. And you can see, wow, that's a bit advanced, but this is we're at a starting point, but you might get to that point where you can start creating some of your own games that are advanced like this. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to go back over here to the left corner. I'm going to click back on Scratch again. And this time, if I go to where the create is going to be, we've got all of our canvas, and we've got creating a new project coming up. It always starts default where we've got the cat walking along here. And again, remember, the first thing you're going to want to do with your project this week is to delete that, okay? Now, I'm going to be attaching the tutorial again on this as well. That shows you the steps that you need to take. And again, you can stretch it out so you can see the block areas a little bit more easily. When you go into the actual blocks, by the way, just as a reminder, let's say, for instance, if I'm going to events to begin with, I've got broken into controls. The very first spot you usually start with will be the event. So I'm going to just begin right there. And there, when the flag is clicked, that's usually when something is going to begin. I'm going to drag that over onto here. Now, if you use your mouse pad, you can stretch it to make it bigger, or you can push it back in, and you can also move it to the left and to the right. There's lots of different possibilities. You see along the side too, you've got the little taskbar that moves it up and down, and it's fairly easy to use. Now, I'm just going to show just a couple of, again, examples of different blocks that we use that you want to be careful how you stack things into. Let's say, for instance, if I went to this one here where it says forever, which will be one of the ones that you will use in today's, and I bring it here, you'll notice the shadow gets to this point. Now it will click that together just like a puzzle piece. Now this little gap inside, that allows you to put other things inside of there, and you can put more than one thing, so be careful. Sometimes you have to stack a few different things. So if I put in, let's say, for instance, a repeat here, I want to be careful if I used a repeat again, that if I do put it in here, if I want to put it within repeat, that's fine. But if I want to put it below, I need to make sure that it goes below, so I've got two of those. Inside here again, you've got your little cells that you change all your numbers on. So if I want to change that to 25, I can change it to 25. And then again, we can add other things inside of here. So if I put in then an if-then block as well, you'll notice that there's a hexagon in there, and some of the different things that you have that say for, if I go down to, where was it at? Here we go. Some of the green operators, you can put the hexagons in there. If I have some of these, if I have my variable, I can put that inside of these instead of the numbers and make various changes. Very, very fun to use. It can be a little bit complex at first, but the more you work at it, the more dividends it's going to pay, and you're going to find out that you really enjoy making your own designs as well. Again, lots of different projects that are out there, so take a look at what's on the web and see what you can create. Don't forget to look for the actual tutorial. It will be on this page as well. So I hope you enjoy, and happy coding. Bye-bye.